there's certain signs you can trust to be themselves. And, guys out there got to watch out because there's a lot of signs there are gold diggers.
Bro, okay, hold on. So I didn't understand this at the very beginning, meaning Gary. But you know what's funny about this? I've seen certain types of girls, I don't know what it is, could be their birthday, wink, wink, that have a certain tangent they go on regarding what they want, especially when it comes to guys with money. And it's funny because they have a similar birthday and it's all a pattern. Can you explain what they are?
100%. When I talk about gold diggers, I want to make this clear. I'm not saying if that's good or bad. I'm just telling you, some guys, they need to be aware that some women out there are gold diggers. So I want to go down, and give people examples. The most important thing is to give people examples because I don't want you to trust me. Who the hell am I? I could be lying to you. But I want you to go back historically and look at the information I'm giving you. You ever remember a woman by the name of Anna Nicole Smith?
100%.
Yeah. What exactly did she do?
Well, she came to fame
for what exactly?
Money, but it was because of a older gentleman.
Oh, she married an older gentleman for what?
I think for some coins, man. So for some dollars.
Wow.
Some dollar bills.
So we have a woman who is, by the way, born on the 28th. Mm-hmm. Shocking. A woman born on the 28th looking for a bag. Never that. But when it comes down to it, this woman is born in the goat year. Mm-hmm. What does gold start with?
G-O.
What does goat start with?
G-O. So
goats are naturally going to be inclined to be gold diggers.
Damn.
So, and this is the way nature works. Because if you're going to be a gold digger, you're going to have to be built a certain way. You're going to have to look a certain way. And the fact of the matter is, goats are the most attractive sign. I really think they're apex predators. I really do. Because when you look at women like Anna Nicole Smith, what do you think? She's the only one?
No.
Do you know how many Anna Nicole Smiths are out there?
A lot.
These women who are born in goat years are after your bag. I said this before. I'll say this again. I knew a woman who was born 1991, year of the goat. I'm not going to say any names. And I saw her basically get an NBA player and wife him up. And this NBA player is 10 years younger than her. 10 years. So again, we're talking about a guy who just got like a $50, $60 million contract, plays for the Detroit Pistons. And this guy wifed up someone, used to have a baby, someone who was about 10 years younger. And this is something goats do. And they talk in such sweet voices. So I'm telling you guys right now, watch out for these goat women. Because when it comes down to it, they are apex predators. They play the game.
A great man once said, all of them dig for gold, but some are better at hiding the shovel. And to your point, just to be correct here, I think a lot of signs have a more forward approach to things. They're more discreet, but they do have a lot of things where it tends to lean towards they want your money ASAP. But the goats, bro, for sure, they're bad because, I've asked for your readings before and they were goats. And you're like, yep, stay away from those. So, good point.
I tell you what it is. Now, in Western astrology, the gold digger's the Aries. What is an Aries? It's a ram, similar to a goat. So when it comes down to it, people who are born with certain signs, you best have that bag. Let's go to that first super chat. What is the birthday?
All right, we got here from Mike Turrell says, this is 3/20/03, male career advice and lucky number.
First of all, happy birthday.
Facts, bro.
And listen, that birthday right there is special to me, man. That's my dad's birthday.
Oh, shit.
So that's crazy that the first guy who donates today is not only his birthday, but it's my dad's birthday. And if I may say a little bit, my dad came from the Soviet Union in the 70s to give his child a better life. He basically had to go through communists, had to go through a whole bunch of people who just didn't want him here. He worked dead-end jobs. He rode a bicycle in the snow. Literally rode a bicycle in the snow just to put food on the table.
That's brave.
And, I'm going to do the same thing to my child as my dad did to me. give them an opportunity for a better life than even I have. So I want to shout out to my dad. I wouldn't be here without him. Thank you so much. Love you, Dad. Going back to you are a one life path, my friend. So people who are ones, they're usually tendency to be argumentative. But see, here's the thing. I'm not just going to tell you about your numerology. I'm going to tell you about your astrology as well. And you're born in the year of the goat. So as one should be aggressive, again, aggressive starts with A is the first letter. People who are goats, they shouldn't be. As a matter of fact, if you look at all the top goats in the world right now, the ones who have the bag, they didn't do it through physical force. They basically did it by, sorry to say it, manipulation or strong arming people in the boardroom. Bill Gates, he basically took someone's operating system for $50K, sold it to IBM or leased it to him for like $1 million. And that's how he made his bag off the software. Everyone thought the software is useless, but he took it, the invention from someone else, put his name on it. Yeah. And guess what? Now he's a billionaire.
So are both genders, men and women, I guess, manipulative? Are they the ones that really manipulate?
Even when it comes to goats, the males don't tend to be the big guys. They don't tend to be the alpha males. Now he's a goat. He's a one life path, so he's a little bit tougher than most goats. But if you look at it, like goats aren't the MMA fighters. A lot of 91 goats, yes, because that you have a lot of ones in those birthdays. But if you go down the list, they're not really fighters. They're diplomats. They're here to compromise. That's what a goat does, man. That's why the goat is very strong with the feminine energy, because they use their looks to get ahead in life. So even the male goats are attractive. It is what it is. Now, going down to you, sir, I'm going to give you some good advice. Don't get married, ever.
Damn.
I'm sorry, brother. I'm just going to keep it real with you. You should never get married. But I do guarantee this, man. If you go out there and you make a network, because that's what goats are good at, making networks. And I've seen goats on the female side. This is strange stuff, but it's going to make sense because if you understand the energy. Goats on the female side, they're very attractive, so they can take advantage of their looks by getting men to do what they want, getting men to simp for them. The male goats tend to be around rich people. I've literally seen this. They tend to be around rich people, and these rich people tend to give them money. And yeah, we know about one.
We know a couple.
Yeah, goats. Exactly what I'm trying to tell you, bro. That's what they do. They try to get around people. So that's how goats operate. They're very, very good at that. So again, guys, watch out. But for you, my friend, you're also very intuitive. I expect you to travel quite a bit in life. Lastly, do not get married. Trust me on that one. I saved you a lot of time and money. You want a super chat? 98 or above.
Yeah. So one more thing about car debt and what's going on with the marketplace. Oh, we got another one from Catherine here. Oh, shit. Is that Australian? $160 on the dot. Yep. But no birthday. Well, when is your birthday, Catherine?
Put it in somewhere else and they'll tell me what it is.
Just put
guys.
it in the chat for free.
Yeah, put it in the chat. I'll try to read it because I can't do it without a birthday, but I do appreciate it.
Yes, chat. I see the call up for Sneeko. I do see that, man. I'll cover him a little bit later. Cool. But I think, wait, here it is. 220673.
2206, so June 22nd, 1973.
Yep.
So, okay, so she's a 3 life path. So, she's up there in age. She's like, over 50 years old.
Yeah.
Guess what? She don't look it. She don't look it because people who are born with 3 energy always look younger. They always look younger. Does Tom Cruise look like he's born 1962?
No. Nope.
Of course not, because he's born on the 3rd. 3 is a childlike energy. So people with the 3 energy, one of their biggest fallbacks in life is they get bored so quickly. And when they get bored, they have nothing to do. They sometimes get into trouble, like a child. He has nothing to do. He's going to get into trouble.
And they cheat.
Yeah, they can do that as well. Or they can actually get away with it. The Gambino crime family was started by a 3 life path. I kept telling people that's why they call it Congress. Starts with the C. C is the 3rd letter. But when it comes down to you, ma'am, you're also born in the year of the ox. Oxes prosper this year. I did a partnership recently with a guy Rob.
Yeah.
He works for you as well.
Yes.
He makes stock calls. Do you know he hasn't missed like one call this year?
Yeah, Rob is one of those guys in our Castle Club Premium that does one of those like calls every week, and he calls, for example, winning picks. Which means if you just put your money in there, money that you can lose, of course, you come out 10x or 5x better off the jump.
He has not missed a trade this year. He does numerology-based trading. Yep. He's been one of my top students for a long time.
He's good,
and
man.
I went into business with him this year. Now, did I not vouch for him when I brought him to you?
You did. And it's funny because usually I'm like, who is this person? Like, why is Gary bring them around? But Gary knows,
100%.
for one, their birthday. He knows when they're this winning year or enemy year. So he's like, you know what? This person's good for this term. So it works out.
100%. So
Yep.
here's what it comes down to. And I want people to understand this, man. People who have certain energy prosper at certain times. And that is what you guys have to do. Now, she's a 1973 GOAT. She's going to prosper. So it'll be a good time for her to open a business. It'll be a good time for her to invest. That's what you do. But don't invest in Tesla because that is a GOAT company. Your enemy sign founded in 2023. And by the way, I'm going to pat myself on the back, okay? Let me pat myself on the back because I told people to short Tesla. And that's not just called the year. That's called the decade. It went down 40%. $16 billion was made shorting Tesla in the past 6 weeks because I know exactly what I'm talking about. And when I give you a free call, take it.
That short with Tesla made so many millionaires, bro. I'm sorry I missed it, man. I was asleep at the throttle for that one. But damn it, bro.
He's on black people time.
I know, bro. I was really sleeping.